spirituality has 3 flavors in it. And these 3 flavors, without them, your spiritual blossoming won't happen. So the 3 flavors are, first is called tapas. Tapas means acceptance. The first flavor of spirituality is very beautiful. You should remember it, these 3 words. If you put your entire life, every situation, every circumstance, every state of mind in these 3, you will never have sorrow in life. It is not possible for you to experience sorrow anymore. This is the secret of the secrets. Should listen carefully now. Keep your spine up. If you go like this, then I also go a little like this. Very beautiful. Sri Sri shared this many, many years ago, almost 20, 22 years ago. Secret to eliminate sorrow in life. Just pray to the masters and with them talk some nice knowledge, 20 minutes or so. Then we meditate. Yeah? I'll just say a prayer. Just to thank all the masters to keep this spiritual force on this earth alive. This knowledge alive on this planet. Chant Om 3 times, breathe in. शुद्धज्ञानेक मूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विसजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ श्री श्री गुरवे नमः। And you can open your eyes. So, you can keep a smile, there's no tax. It's tax free. Smile is tax free in US? And if you can't smile, fake it a little bit. We say, fake it till you
make it.
Smile you can fake, nothing else. So in the Vedas, it is said, Vedas are very ancient scriptures. The oldest scriptures alive on this planet were called the Vedas. They were all heard by certain seers. They were in meditation and they suddenly started listening to a lot of things coming to their minds. And they started writing that down, and that way knowledge has come on this planet like that. So it's part of that Veda, ancient Puranas. So it is said that to overcome any obstacle, to overcome any problems, any situations in life, these three things are key. Also, these are the three most or the deepest spiritual, what do you call? Yeah, these three are the deepest spiritual awareness also. So keeping this in your awareness can lock out sorrow from your life also. Any situation, whatever happens, you apply these three things and your mind will be safe. And only when the mind is free, it is connected with the divine. Isn't it? A chattering mind cannot connect with the divine at all. Yes? Only when the mind becomes still, you connect with the divine or higher consciousness or whatever you name it. Yeah? So the first thing, the first value that we must have spiritually is tapas. Tapas means penance. Now, in ancient times, people think penance means to fast for 9 days, don't eat anything, or you go bare feet and walk on heat, or walk on coal, or slash yourself and all those things. So create pain in the body, and that becomes penance. The word tapasya is something else. The word penance came from the word tapaha. Very interesting, how all the English words also connect with so many Sanskrit words. Sanskrit is believed to be the mother of all languages on the earth. The oldest language. All the European languages we speak, they're only about 2,000 years old. All the other languages that we know. Before that existed Greek, Latin, Hungarian, Tamil and Sanskrit. And before that, and Hebrew. And before that, if you go back into the history of the planet, 6,000, 7,000 years, only one language existed, called Sanskrit. That's why you see lot of English words, you'll find it very similar to Sanskrit. Say for example, we say David. It's a very common English name. No? The word David came from the word Dravid. Dravid means the one who can see the divine, one who is closest to the divine. That's why we say David's star, the guiding star, the David star. It's closest to divine. Following the David star, you can reach God. That's how the link came. No? Very interesting. So, like mother is Mata, brother is Bhrata. Every single English word is connected with the Sanskrit root. The word guide came from the word guru. Having a guru is not, it's like we had when we were young, if our parents sent us to swimming, we had a guru to teach us. Somebody guided us, right, how to use our hands and legs so that we remain afloat. Same way, for our mind to remain afloat also we have a guru. That's all it is. We have a guide which keeps our mind afloat, which keeps our mind united with the divinity. He points you where you need to reach to. Isn't it? That's why we call it. So like that, this is all Sanskrit words. So the word tapas means, see, the word tapas doesn't mean, like I was saying, of whipping yourself and putting yourself into so much of trauma and trouble and create pain in your body. Tapas, the ancient Sanskrit word, what tapas meant is simply accepting what is. See, the biggest acceptance, the biggest tapasya, the biggest penance of your life is to really accept what is. Yes, no. accepting all these crooked people around us sometimes, accepting all these people who are so manipulative with us at times. You know they're lying on their face. Accepting, even if you step out of the house right now in the daytime, standing there outside the house becomes a tapas by itself. So much of heat. Or standing outside at night for 10 minutes can become a tapas. It's so cold. Isn't it? Tapas simply means accepting what is. Accepting what is the first step of spirituality. The first step towards solving any situation. First step towards harmony. First step towards peace. Got it? Make sense? Is it too much or is it okay? Are you listening?
Yes.
Yes, no?
Yes.
So it will be good if you say yes, no. You know why? A, we are all sure we are not sleeping. And B, I can't read your mind yet. See, another 3-4 years later, 5 years later, when I come back to California, I promise you might not have to say yes, no. By that time, I would have become enlightened to read. But now you can give me a little help, no? Yes?
Yes.
Good to be a part of it, no? If not, you close your eyes and keep your eyes open. If not, you'll doze off. Listen, look up and listen. Keep your spine straight. Got it? So, even accepting what is become the biggest challenge in life. Yes, no? So that's why it's very important. You don't have to say every yes. On and off just to wake me up. Huh? So first is the first. Accepting what is. Accepting whatever is the way it is. Not wanting it to change. And see, certain things in life will change. And certain things won't. Accept what is changing and accept which will never change also. That is tapasya. Got it? Accepting that which is changing and accepting which is never going to change. Like your spouse. That's it. You're done with it. They are never going to change. That's true. They may change. Get them to do more bastrika every day. So accepting what is, that is the first step to spiritual life. First, tapasya. Now, see what has happened in our life. The reason why we are in so much of discomfort and pain through sorrow and suffering is because of lack of tapasya in life. Lack of this acceptance of what is. See, if you're sitting in this room and suddenly you feel hot, you will not sit in this room anymore. You would want to leave this room even if whatever is going on. Isn't it? Why? The mind is not ready to accept what is. It simply is running after comfort. The more the mind approves convenience over what is necessary, then there is trauma and sorrow for sure. Got it? So first, it is said in the Vedas, on and off you should discard comfort in life. You come down, your car doesn't start and you have to go to the supermarket which is maybe 300 meters from your house. You are so upset, the car is not starting. Simply unwilling to accept and move on in life without any shatter. Make sense? So first is that accept whatever is in totality of what it is. If it is good, good. If it is not good, still very good. This is how it is. Isn't it? First tapas. Engage in tapas in life. And engaging in tapasya is what? Simply embracing every moment the way it is. Anyway, you don't have a choice. But our seers used to give us a little more lollipop. They said, okay, you use this instead. If you can't understand, the course also we say present moment is inevitable. And tapasya is exactly that. Accepting the inevitable is tapas. Make sense? The very powerful stuff. You should memorize these things. Very important. Accepting the inevitable is being in total acceptance of what is happening right now. If your bum is paining sitting on the floor, this is how it is. This is called tapasya. And if you sit, continue to sit for another 20-25 minutes, there will be some merit to your life also. Tapasya always brings merit. Lack of tapasya in life is lack of merit in life also. Lack of merit in life is sorrow, obstacles, troubles, challenges, work like a donkey, no results. Got it? And why there is no merit? Because there is no tapasya. There is no acceptance of what is. Jesus also conveyed this in a beautiful way. Those who have will get more. Those who do not have, whatever they have also will be taken away from them. What did he say? Accept what is. Be in that state of acceptance of what you have been blessed with. And this acceptance is the mother of all abundance. Got it? Acceptance is mother of abundance. If you want abundance, Jesus said the same thing. Those who have, those who live with this abundance, those who accept what they have been blessed with, those who are happy and grateful for what they've got, they will be given more. And those who do not have this joy, this happiness, this acceptance of whatever they have been given in life, whatever you have also will be taken away from them. I tell you something, what you have in your life right now, in this moment, is an envy of millions of people in the world. Think about it. You know, my hair stands when I talk about it every time. Just connect with the rest of the earth right now and see where you are in terms of where the globe is and what you have and where millions of people in the earth are. What you have is an envy of millions of people on this earth. Millions of people. Make sense? So live in that state of acceptance. That calms your mind. That sets your mind free. I have, good. If I don't have, very good. I am not going to let my mind disturbed because of some material comfort or some physical comfort in life or some relationship comfort in life. If you are in abundance, you will bring abundance to you. And to be in abundance, the first thing you need to do is accept what is right now. Whatever you have, if the car got scratched, so what? At least you have a car which can get scratched. If the food is without salt, at least you have a food. Salt, no salt, so what? Make sense? That's number one. Tapas. Be in that tapas 24. Use this word every time in your life. Tapas. I am going to remain in tapas. Tapas means acceptance of. Got it?
Got it.
So, good?
Good.
The next two, after a short commercial break. And now we sell all our books and things. Should do also. America is very good in marketing. You just bring them to the edge and then we'll come back right in a few minutes. So much we have to learn from every part of the world. No? From the East we can learn spirituality. From the Germans we can learn discipline. From the Swiss we can learn courtesy. From the British we can learn etiquette. From Italians we learn how to make pizzas. The whole part of the world, you know, every country has something unique to offer. Embracing everything is acceptance. Embracing every point of this earth in its unity. Very important. No? That's why Guruji says we are creating a one world family. Art of living is a one world family. Embracing, accepting all that is Because all that is a part of that. Isn't it? Moment you separate even 1 ounce of what is, you have separated an ounce of that too. Then that is not complete for you. It rhymed, huh?
Okay.
So that's very. So first is tapas. Got tapas? Now you explain to me. What did you remember?
Acceptance of what is.
Acceptance of what
Be
is.
in that
What is
state.
changing and what
Huh?
not changing.
One by one. Let's just refresh.
Acceptance of what is changing versus what is not changing.
Acceptance of what is changing and what is not changing. Some things will change, some things will never change. So accept both of them as they are. What else?
Thank,
Food without salt.
thankful,
Huh?
thankfulness.
Being thankful is acceptance. What else?
Is the mother of all abundance.
Acceptance is mother of all.
Abundance.
Acceptance mother of abundance. Abundance. What else?
Your life is the envy of millions and
What you have in life is an envy of millions of people in the world.
Realize that you are not the doer and the divine is the doer.
I did not say it, but thank you. It's a good addition. Okay. What
You
else?
are only an instrument.
Very true. I am.
Always wanting to,
And little more in tune.
always wanting to be in the comfort is bringing the misery.
Always wanting comfort is what brings misery.
Not willing to be in the comfort.
Wonderful. Not willing to be in the tapas.
be thankful for what you have.
Be thankful. Those who have will get more. Those who do not have, whatever they have will be taken away.
Tapas brings merits.
Tapas brings merit. The more you are in acceptance, it brings so much more in life. It brings so much of merit. If you don't have a job, okay, I don't have a job. Now what? Let me do my 100% and move ahead. If the relationship is an issue, you accept what is. Okay, somebody is not fully in knowledge. What to do? That is tapas. Going through unfavorable situation with a smile on your face is tapas. Got it? My God, you guys are amazing. Every time something clicks in my head because of you. I am also learning as I speak. I have not spoken these things before. Clear? So what was the last sentence?
Acceptance of unfavorable situation.
See, I love fun. Knowledge cannot flow in a very formal, stiff environment. Knowledge has to flow in love, flow in joy and happiness, isn't it? So you can feel free to add into whatever I'm saying anytime. You know, if something comes up, be open because I need to learn too, no? So all of us should together come up with knowledge every time. You know, there is no teacher and no disciple here. Everybody is a disciple only. A master is a perpetual student. So all of us are masters also anyway. Or we pretend to be many times. So that is tapas. No, something, the last thing I said was very nice. Smiling through every unfavorable situation. Regardless of what your situation is, smiling through is called tapas. That brings so much of merit. That brings so much of harmony and peace and growth and abundance. So that is tapas. Clear? The second is Vairagya, the second pillar of spirituality. The second force that sustains your spiritual life is called Vairagya. Vairagya means dispassion. Now, many people on the name of dispassion, they drop their families, responsibilities, and they go sit on mountains and do nothing. That kind of dispassion does not bring any good to anybody. Got it? Your dispassion should bring some value to the society. That is constructive dispassion. Got it? So be dispassionate. Now dispassionate towards what? Not on chocolates and ice creams and sweets. This is too trivial. We use this, no? You know what? I am now going into dispassion. I am not going to have any wonderful food anymore. Why should you not have? I don't see the point. Why should you not have pizzas? Why should you not have ice creams? God has never wrote anywhere. God has never, nor in Bible I have read, nor in Quran, nor in Gita, God has said, please be dispassionate towards all the good food in life. People do that, you know. There's so many paths in the world. They will forbid you from eating good food. I don't understand why. And look at their faces. All the dispassion have made them even more miserable. There's no joy. Dispassion, you have to understand it a bit more properly. Dispassionate from what? Not mundane little. See, you eating sweet or chocolate or not has no impact on the God or on the environment or to people around you. What do you want to be dispassionate about? But people link dispassion with stupid little things. I am now dispassionate. People go into sex. I don't want to do sex anymore because I am going to be dispassionate. No, you're married. If you're married or you have that, you have a certain duty. You have a certain obligation towards that marriage to fulfill that marriage also. There is certain obligation which you have to live with. It's called dharma. Dharma is right action. The word dharma means right action. Dharma, that which you uphold is dharma. That which is the right action, righteousness is. So, that is what. So, dispassionate towards adharma is more necessary than dispassion towards all these silly little things in life. Got it? That which is not righteous, being dispassionate towards that is true dispassion, is true Vairagya. Make sense? That which is not leading you to truth, that which is not bringing you any joy, that which is not uplifting your soul in any way, that which is not a right action, that which is not under the umbrella of righteousness, that which is not conducive to harmony. Be dispassionate towards that. That is Vairagya. That is dispassion. Make sense? Be dispassionate. Be dispassionate towards anything which is not righteous. Anything which does not support life. Anything which does not uplift people around you. Got it? Be dispassionate towards all of that. Not silly little things of food and sex and all this has no meaning. I think doing that also has no meaning. Got it? Enjoy. I'm not saying, see, you can enjoy food with great dispassion also. Make sense? You know, opposite of dispassion is what? Craving. When you take an action with craving, that brings suffering, that brings misery. But any action you take, but unattached to the fruit of that action, brings so much of dispassion also, so much of clarity in mind also. Isn't it? Now, in life, every day you should take Vairagya. Anything that is discomforting your mind, anything that is uncomfortable for the mind, you take Vairagya for that. Got it? Anything which is troubling your mind, immediately take Vairagya from that want, that need, or whatever you are upset about. Got it? Say for example, you're very upset that you're not able to buy a house. And that has made you lose your sleep, has made you worry so much, and still you don't have a house. Isn't it? So what do you do at that time? take complete Vairagya. Okay, I don't want it. That's it. I don't want it. Anyway, I have a shelter, I'm happy. I don't want this at all in life anymore. And the moment you take Vairagya, your whole energy becomes centered. And centeredness against attracts abundance. Got it? See, when we are feverish about something, you can never achieve it. Got it? The more and more you say, okay, whatever is troubling your mind, whatever is making your mind feverish, I don't want it for some time. See, if you want your partner to love you better or give you more respect, or family members or mother-in-law especially, just joking. Suddenly if you think they are not giving you the due freedom, whatever it, for some time, if it is troubling you so much, what is the point holding on to it? Whatever is bothering you, it is not worth holding on to it. Like in a computer, we also have a delete button. See, in a computer, if you don't like a particular file, what do? Delete. That delete button in our mind is called Dispassion, Vairagya. I don't want it. And if Dispassion still doesn't work, Control Alt Delete, reboot the whole system. Go join the Art of Living course. Repeat the advanced course. Our part 2 courses of the Art of Living is exactly that. It's Control Alt Delete. All that you are not able to delete and getting hanged here and there in the hard drive, you go do one Art of Silence course. I promise you this. Control Alt Delete, your whole system reboots. When you come out of the part 2 silence, a smile on your face. All that you are holding on to, wanting this. Huh?
With the music when you start.
Huh?
With the music when you start the laptop.
Yeah, and with the music. There's so many celebration in Art of Living. Very important. Very, very important. No? So that is Vairagya. Vairagya is very simple. No? Being dispassionate towards anything which is not righteous. That is dispassion. Anything which is not leading me to ecstasy, to joy, to that is, I am going to be dispassionate towards all of that. Make sense? Very interesting, no? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I have
that
a
is,
question. So you take if you have a project and you take a sankalp and you're in that centered state, I want to do this, and you're going through the motions and obstacles come, right? So I know what you're not saying, but one can take this like, oh, the obstacles come, I don't want it. But what I think so is that, okay, the obstacles come, never mind, I'm accepting it. If there's feverishness, then you say, okay, I don't want it. Is that the technique you're trying to say? Because you don't want to create Vairagya and say, you don't make the opposite of the sankalp, right? So there is something there that I just want to
yeah, I
make
was
sure.
going to complete this bit.
Okay.
Thank you. Little, yeah. We'll go through. I'm not finished the whole
Oh,
subject
okay.
yet. I know what the questions will come. So, before you ask, I will answer those questions. So, Vairagya. See, Vairagya, like I was saying, it's not about dropping things or, it's just a state of mind. It is not dropping the action, but it is dropping the feverishness in the mind about that action. You see what I'm saying? You can have passion with dispassion. Got it? I'm very passionate about serving Shri Shri and bringing this knowledge to everybody. Yet there is a sense of dispassion. That is why I'm smiling. Make sense? If not, see, right now I'm handling 16 countries at the same time. 1-6. All the Seva projects. We are in Jamaica. We're starting on the 13th. We are doing a Know Your Child workshop for 1,000 underprivileged parents to educate. We've hired a football field to do this course. And on 14th, we are starting. We are teaching 1,300 underprivileged kids the Art Excel course to strengthen them. And like that, there are 16 countries, so many Seva projects in every country, so many courses happening, and I have to be on top of all these countries and all the things that are happening. Yet I am dispassionate. I'm happy, I'm joyful. There is no feverishness to get those things done. Isn't it? If not, I'll be so restless here. Yes, no? Every time the blackberry pings, the mind goes into the pink. It tilts like this, straight into the... Be dispassionate, but keep the passion at work. Dispassion in the mind, passion in the action. That's the right formula. Got it? Answered?
How do you reach that space? You know, because I have the same exact question. At work, I am passionate about what I do, but sometimes I become feverish about the outcome because I become attached to the outcome. And I've heard this wonderful knowledge many times, but I'm still having trouble really experiencing that space where I'm not attached to the outcome, but I'm still happy and passionate and energetic about what I'm doing.
Okay. That was the fourth part of my talk. First part, we understand these three principles, and fourth part is how you apply these three principles.
Regular sadhana of jhana will help in getting that dispassion and passion.
That was the fourth part, yeah. Well, come to it. What can eliminate or what can help you live this principles a bit better? But first, you have to understand the knowledge itself. No? If you don't understand what dispassion is, what will you do with dispassion? No? That's important. Oh, it's 8:40 already. We're still in the second.
He accepted it.
Are you saying I am a tapas? I'm happy that I'm a tapas to you now. Okay. So dispassion. See, these are principles that you need to apply through mental conditioning, also through other sadhana and all this. So second is tapas. First is tapas. Second is Vairagya, dispassion. For some time, if it is boiling, say at night before going to bed, if something is boiling so much in the head, you want to sleep with it. That is the time, take a deep breath and say, you know what? I don't want it for tonight at least. For a limited time, you agree with it. If I don't have it also, I'm okay with it. That is dispassion. I'm not saying forever you become dispassionate. For a limited time, 1 night, 3 nights. Okay, for 3 days, you know what? I'm not going to bother about this at all. 3 days later, I will. When you take dispassion from that feverishness, whatever is making you feverish, and you what do you call it? Extract your mind out of that event, then your mind becomes centered. And then when you go back with that centered mind into the same event, you can change that event so fast. Dispassion brings passion. Dispassion is taking the feverishness out of the action, withdrawing the mind from that action, centering it and putting it back inside with clarity. And the third is called Sharanagati. The Sanskrit word Sharanagati means surrender, taking refuge. No, not surrender also. Taking refuge is Sharanagati. Take refuge in the divine when you can't handle a situation anymore. First you go through tapas before bothering the God. He has lots of work to do anyway. He's quite busy. So before you put him into any more work, you take responsibility by going through tapas. However it is, favorable or unfavorable, I am going to go through this with this mind. That is tapas. Then if tapas doesn't work, move to the next step. Next step is what? You know what? Thinking about this so much hasn't changed anything. I don't want it for 1 week. I'm not going to be bothered about this for a week. I'm ready to give it away. Finished. Then your mind is free. Then you get consolidated and you can go back into the same action with some clarity. Alright. And then if tapas hasn't worked, Vairagya also didn't work, the third is Sharanagati. You take refuge in the divine. That's it. Oh God, you know what? I've done my best. Now I can't handle this anymore. Problem is yours. I am going to be free. I know you are there. Trusting that there is this phenomena around you, this intelligence around you, which is already taking care of you. That is taking refuge in that being, that presence. Makes sense? Feeling that presence is Sharanagati. Taking refuge in that presence which is in every present moment. Got it? Moment to moment to moment, knowing that there is this divine intelligence. See, why in Berkeley so many people have done the course? Only 30 of us are here. Some divine intelligence connected your mind, my mind, your mind, all of us from all walks of life. Some Chinese, some Japanese, some Indian, some American, some Italians, all parts of the world in one room. Who got you here? Huh? It's very interesting, no? Why, how this, there is a supreme, there is an intelligence which is around you at all times. In every moment is governed by some intelligence. The more we are in that refuge, taking refuge is what? Being innocent in this present is being in alignment with the intelligence. Got it? Just being innocent, like a child. Okay, I know you are there. The one who has made you, created you, knows how much to give you, knows when to give you, and knows when to change it also. Isn't it? See, if a child is well fed and it just had a big meal, and then you feed him more, what will happen? They'll throw out, right? They'll throw out. What do you call throw out? Throw up. They throw up because if the child can digest only this much, the mother will never feed more than it can digest. Isn't it? Now, the child may be greedy. The child may think, you know what, my mother is not giving me more than I need. But what you need has already been given. What you want more has to become digestible for you before it can be given. The relationship between mother and child is the relationship between God and us. Living in this phenomena that what I can digest right now, my Guru or my Divine, my Lord will give me that much to enjoy. Only when we have enjoyed what we have in our stomach, more we can enjoy also. See, if the stomach is full and somebody gives you a big platter of Greek salad, can you eat it? You will have no interest in that food. That Greek salad will have no meaning. Yes, no. No matter how much ever sexy it looks. You simply won't want to consume it. Isn't it? You'll have such, I don't want it. The relationship between God and us is like that. He precisely, there is this environment, our life, everything in this universe is working under a precision by this intelligence. And you are a part of that precision also. So relax. Be in that state of Sharanagati. Take refuge like a child. A child will never, if you look at a 1-year-old child, they will never argue with their mother. I want more. Whatever they are fed, they'll eat and they'll smile. That's it. And the mother knows when to feed it next also. Before the child is hungry, the food is already reached. Isn't it? Look at the precision in that relationship. Now put that relationship between you and God. It's exactly the same. Same precision. That is called Sharanagati. That is called surrender. That is called being with the Master. Knowing that this intelligence is taking care of me. And what I need, when I need, it will be Taking refuge in this intelligence is Sharanagati. You dropped it. Okay. Worrying about it doesn't change anything. See, worries, I say sometimes on my course also, that worry is like running on a treadmill. You walk and walk and run and run and run, still you've reached nowhere. You're still in the same place. Actually tired and exhausted. Yes, no?
Yes.
So next time you worry, think that you're running on a treadmill. You go to get nowhere. Worrying about the future may not take away the problem that you may have, but it certainly takes away the strength to deal with it right now. Make sense? Worry is like that. It's like a cricket. But there is no harmony. There is no rhythm in it. Worrying about the future does not take away the problem that you may have, but it takes away the intelligence, the creativity, the skill to deal with it right now. Make sense? Relax. Take refuge in this intelligence. Like a child, be innocent. Whatever I have, I'm happy. Let him take it. But before you go to that stage, first what do you do? Tapas. And what is tapas? Acceptance of what? Smiling through every unfavorable situation is tapas. Whether it happens or not, you still are smiling. Whether insulted or praised, you are still smiling. Whether humiliated or put on a pedestal, you are still smiling. Whether criticized or praised, you are still smiling. Whether recognized or ignored, you are still smiling. Smiling under any circumstances is tapas. That brings such merit in your life, I tell you. Such joy, such centeredness. You can deal 90% of your problems with tapas alone. The moment you say yes, Guruji says no, opposite values are tapas only. Accepting the opposite values is tapas. This art of living course is not just an ordinary course, my dear. You know, all the scriptures put together have been concised into 5 basic course points. And the Sudarshan Kriya delivers to live that point. Easy. No? Very beautiful. No? So we should do our Kriya a little more. 3 days. So these are the 3 things. So first is what?
Tapas.
Tapas is what?
Acceptance.
Acceptance of
What is?
whatever is in its totality. Changing or non-changing. Then, what else is tapas?
Smiling through the unfavorable situation.
Any unfavorable situations, that becomes tapas. Brings you so much merit, I tell you. Unfathomable merit comes when you can smile at somebody actually hurting you. And say, you know what? They are hurting you because they are hurt. When you smile and say, you know what? What are you hurt about? Let's talk about it. Let's finish this one. Let's move on. Finish. Tapas happens. When such merit comes to your life, you will never have sorrow in your life ever. It is a guarantee if you can live through tapas. And if you don't practice tapas voluntarily, the nature will force you to be in tapas. That is sorrow. Nature forcing you to be in tapas is sorrow. You choosing tapas is joy. Nice. Facebook. Twitter. Makes sense, no? Nature forcing you to be in tapas is misery. You choosing tapas is ecstasy, is celebration, is joy. You can never be miserable, not in this lifetime. Second is Vairagya. Vairagya is what? Dispassion. Dispassion for what?
Unrighteous.
Unrighteous action. That which is not right, I'm going to be dispassionate towards it. Gossiping is not right. I'm not going to be a part of that. You know, I said recently, I wrote a very beautiful, of course, whatever I say comes from Guruji's knowledge talks from somewhere. On my blog, I write daily inspirations. Every day, I write a new inspiration for the day. Every morning when I wake up, I think of something. And I said this, the first or the third category, the third grade people on this planet are those who become responsible for putting people down. The first third grade of people who put people down themselves. Second third grade of people on this planet are those who become a participant in putting somebody down. We do this at times, I didn't say a word, they were talking. Right? You're still a part of it, my dear. You became a part of that. If 5 criminals go inside the bank to loot it, one says, I'm here but I will not loot. Is the police going to leave them? Leave him? No. It's a part of the entourage, isn't it? So even if you participate, somebody gossiping about somebody and somebody putting down somebody, you're standing there smiling, hey, 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 you are still equally a third grade person. And the worst category of people that I find on this planet are those who become happy when somebody else falls. Who become so good. I'm happy it happened to him. See, all this ego and arrogance, look now he's fallen. Third grade of people on this planet are like that. They become happy at somebody else's hurt.
How do you express that?
Tapas. If you don't, then I tell you, you be ready for Yamadanda. You should learn about the Yamadanda. Very beautiful knowledge. Some other time when I come next. It's almost 9. I know my time is nearing to. Very important. Third category of people are who become happy at somebody else's fall. Now, if somebody else is falling, how much of pain they might be going through? How much of hurt it might have caused them? You're being happy at somebody else's hurt? So inhuman, isn't it? So inhuman. When somebody fails, somebody is hurt and they're falling, hurry, you go give them your hand instead. Come on, come with me. Come with me, I am with you. Don't worry about anything. I am there for you. That is tapas, that is merit. That is taking merits in wholesale. Not in retail also, 1, 2 things. In wholesale. Taking merit in wholesale is pulling somebody out of their state of mind which is not rested. Somebody is so hurt, somebody is so in that state, you're choosing to bring them out of that. That's why we say go and promote Art of Living courses. Because what you're contributing to their life is people are stuck. They don't have knowledge. They don't know how to handle their minds. There was a research done that 45% of Europe is under depression now. And US is so much more also. Where I see human being today is on a crossroad. One side there is anger and violence. On another side there is depression and suicidal tendencies. And we have such a beautiful gift that we can give them. When you bring somebody to Art of Living courses, you are giving them all the tools to remain human. Make sense? So that they don't laugh at somebody else's fall. So that they don't fall due to small events in life. We strengthen the whole being through our kriya and pranayam, meditation, knowledge points. It's such a powerful gift to give to humankind. What are you waiting for? Jump on. If not, I will own the wholesale market and you will be still shopping in retail. See, my whole life is this now, no? My life, morning to night, I only think about how to uplift people in knowledge, what I can do to bring them on the path. To make them expand and enjoy life like I do. Make sense? Take that opportunity of creating merit for yourself. Very important. So that is Vairagya. So staying away from that which is not righteous, dispassionate towards. You know what else we spoke in Vairagya?
Dispassion in the mind and passion in action.
Dispassion in the mind, passion in the
Action.
action. Wonderful. What else?
To eat ice cream and pizza.
Be open to eat ice cream. And if you like, you can invite me also. On your purse though. Or your wallet. Sorry, you're not a woman. What else? Third one?
Surrender. No. Sharanagati.
Sharanagati is
To take
seeking
refuge.
knowing the presence of intelligence around you, being in this presence of the intelligence, knowing there is this intelligence, mother and baby. You remember that bit? That's it. Tapas, Vairagya and
Sharanagati.
Sharanagati. And not Basti, the whole
Sadhana.
whole soham. Every day. That's all you need. These three things plus your practices is enough of knowledge for the whole life actually. You don't need any more than this. Isn't it? Let's give a big hand to every one of us.